Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Crypto Delver. So, this is day 9 on our 30-day journey to becoming a pro trader. Okay, so this video is going to be focused on trailing stop loss. Okay, this is one of the other types, different ways you buy crypto. All right. Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to use this order type to place your crypto orders. So previously, we've talked about different order types like markets, limit, stop markets, and today we are focusing on the trailing stop. Okay, so now when you look at the chart right here, this is a Kaito chart, and I'm making use of Binance. You can actually do this on any exchange. Okay, so this is Kaito chart, and then when you go to your buying section where you buy, now you're going to see that here now we have quite a number of ways in which you can buy crypto. Okay, we have limit, we have market, we have stop limit, stop market, trailing stop, OC, WAP, and then scale order. So today's video, which is about trailing stop, is a very important one because it helps you to it makes your buying and selling more dynamic, more flexible. All right, now in this video I'm going to be dividing it into three. So first one is what trailing stop is, and then advantage of using it, and then the disadvantage of using it. Okay, so in talking about what it is, I'm going to also talk about how to use it. So now first of all, once you come to your order, you're going to be seeing this one that says trailing stop. If it's not showing, just navigate and then look for it, trailing stop. Make sure you select it. So once it's selected, the next thing now is for you to start trading. Now before you start trading, you need to understand the interface. So right here you can see that we have what they call it trailing delta. Okay, then they have another one, they say market. You can also change it to limits. Then we have another one that says amount, in which here now we are looking at Kaito. Okay, then which other one now? So I think that is all. Then you can now strike buy and then buy your crypto. So now there are just few things you need to understand when it comes to making use of trailing stop. First of all, let's talk about what trailing delta is. Now, in explaining what trailing delta is, you need to understand the reason you are using trailing stop. So this trailing stop is something that helps you set a particular percentage. Okay, you set a particular percentage. Let's say now the current price of Kaito is 1.03. Okay, and now you look at it and say, okay, I don't know if this coin is going to dump more, and I don't know if it's going to pump. So you look at it and say, okay, this is the current price, which is 1.03. Now any percentage movement from this price I want to buy. Okay, the same thing applies if you are selling. So I'm using buy because I want to buy it right now. So now let's say it is 1.03 and then 1.036 now, and then you want to buy at probably 1.02. Okay, so you can either set a particular price as your reference price. Okay, as a reference price. Now let me explain what I mean by that. Actually, there is no particular price you want to buy at. You are just interested in percentage movement, so that when it wants to pump, it will just buy for you, or when it dumps to a particular level and it's coming up a bit, it will just buy for you. Now, how does it work? Let's say we have 1.035 here, okay, which is actually what we have on the screen. And then you looked at the market and say, okay, this market would actually pump from here, but I don't want to just buy immediately. Let me wait for it to make a move. So you can decide and say that, okay, if this price moves so percentage from this particular price, okay, buy for me. All right, if it moves so percentage from this particular price, buy for me. Now what if it doesn't move? Let's say you chose 1%, and then what if it doesn't move exactly 1%? What do you think happens? Now, okay, now let's say it doesn't move exactly 1%. So you're expecting it to, okay, from 0.03, you say, okay, if you move 1% up, buy for me. Now the usefulness of this trailing stop comes out here. What if it dumps? It goes from 1.03 and then goes to maybe 1.01. So what it does is that it tracks the lowest price after you enter the market. Then now if the market retraces that particular percentage from that lowest price, it executes the order for you. So if it dumps and then start moving up again, once it moves that percentage you have chosen, it buys for you. So it's very important. So let me just show you how to use that. It's very simple and very powerful. Okay, so first of all, you have to determine the percentage you want to buy. So let me say here right now, here I want to choose let me say I'm choosing 0.1%. So I want this thing to buy for me at 0.1%. Okay, now after you have selected the percentage difference you want to buy at, you also have to select what type of order. Are you taking market order or you are taking a limit order? I've already explained what market and limit order is. So market order executes immediately. So if you are using a market order, that means you are placing it at that particular market order. So now if I select market order, okay, that means it's going to be using this market order you're looking at here, this 1.04. Okay, so now the moment I click on buy, it captures 1.047 as you are seeing now. Okay, now from that 1.047 it starts checking this point, this crypto. If it moves 0.1% up, okay, if the difference between my market order and the percentage and the movement is 0.1, it executes. And because I chose market order, it buys immediately. Okay, now what if after entering with market order, instead of probably pumping, going up, it dumps. So if it dumps, what it's going to do is it won't buy for me. If it continues to dump, it won't buy for me. So it's going to, but the moment it, from the lowest point it has dumped, the moment it moves 0.1%, because I chose 0.1% here, so the moment it moves 0.1%, automatically it will buy for me. So you see how powerful and useful it is. So now if you did not choose market order, let's say you change it to limit order, that means you don't want it to start calculating at the current market price. So if I say okay 1.03, so once I place this 1.03 now, it's not going to do anything. It's going to just wait until it gets to that 1.03. It will now start calculating my 0.1%. So if it gets to 1.03 and then pumps 0.1%, it buys for me. So that's the difference between limit and market order. So now I'm going to just quickly do that with market order and then do that with limit order, and then I'm good to go. So now I've chosen 0.1 as my percentage move. Now I'll just have to select the amount of capital I want to buy. I can just drag it to this point. So after that, the next thing I have to do is just to click on buy. So it says, you can see the notification here. Okay, so it's going to be doing this on the market order. So once I click on buy, let's see what happens. Now the moment you click on buy, of course you are supposed to see your order filled below this place. The moment it fills, you're going to see it below this place. Okay, so now as you can see here now, oh, it has filled and it has executed. So it says trailing stop. So immediately I did it, 0.1% was actually a lot of gap, just a little gap. So you see what happened here. It came down, it moved 0.1%, immediately it bought for me because I use market. Okay, and I'm using 0.1%. so if I use limits, so that means it will not calculate 0.1% until it gets to that particular price. So let me say 1.04 as limit, 0.045. okay, so and I do the same thing I did before. It's gonna do that again for me. Let me say, and I say okay, this is how I want it to work. So you can see the current must be okay. Sorry, make sure that you are using more than. Okay, so if I do that again, okay, the market is already pumping. So if I select 1 point, okay, 0.1.0455, let me just say, yeah, 55. okay, so it wouldn't do anything until it gets to that point. Now I can just place a buy. All right, so as you can see down here, it's already filled, it's already placed. Oh, it has filled up, so you can see it has disappeared. So you can see it now. So the order has just been filled, and the same thing applies if you want to sell. So just have to come to this cell, just select the percentage you want to sell at. So if you want to just start your selling calculation from the market price, you can just sell it. Okay, start from the market price, and then once it moves 0.1%, sell for me. So I have to use a limit. I want to do it on the market price. I don't want to wait for anything because of this video. So now I've just placed it. First of all, you have to notice that this order will have to appear. Oh, automatically it has just filled, as you can see that. Oh, so it was so fast. So this is actually how to do it, and this is very important. Now let me go to advantage. The advantage of using this thing, as I've just explained before, it helps you not to make mistake in deep. Okay, not to make mistake in deep. So for instance, now let's say this Kaito dumps, you enter a particular price at $1, and then you set let me say you set 1%. So that means if it goes up 1%, it will buy for you. That shows you believe that after a particular, once it goes up, it's going to pump. So once it goes up, he buys for you before continues pumping. Okay, now what if it doesn't pump, it dumps? So if it dumps to 0.9, it won't buy for you until it moves 1% from that 0.9. So if it doesn't move that 1% from that 0.9 and dumps again to 0.8, it doesn't buy for you. So this is actually the usefulness of this, okay? And that is one of the major advantage of using this. What about the disadvantage? So the major disadvantage of using this is something that you can easily avoid, which is, first of all, make sure that you select a percentage that is workable. So if you select a particular percentage, like maybe your percentage is too tight. So if it's too tight, you discover that little price movement, it can trigger to buy for you even when the market is about to dump. Okay, so you have to be very careful and make sure that you manage your percentage very well. And also, there's also the possibility that it buys for you just as every other type. It can trigger the buy price for you, and then the market still continues going against you. Okay, so but overall, this is a very wonderful and powerful order type. So in the next video, I'm going to be talking about the OCO, which is a very important one too. This one says one cancel the order. Okay, and also I'm going to be talking about TWAP and scaled order. So make sure you stick around, and then if you have any question, let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well. Thank you very much for watching, and do have a wonderful day.